Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Star Wars Black Series Director Krennic. So yes, here we have the main sort of antagonist from Rogue One, Director Krennic. Cool military personnel. I like the military costume designs in Star Wars, so it's always cool to get another character that is adorned as such, and certainly something worth picking up if you were a fan of Rogue One. Now let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison, of course here we have Krennic. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. As usual, Black Series stuff is close to a proper 1/12 scale instead of American 6-inch scale, so he is a bit shorter than Marvel Legend, but still much bigger than a 3 3/4-inch figure. Now let's go ahead and get everything else out of here and just look at Krennic. Moving on to our 360 spin, of course Krennic is wearing a officer's type uniform. He's got on his white coat. It has insignias and stuff on it. I don't know the exact specifics of those or if they have any specifics, but they are there. Then he's got a black belt with a silver buckle and holster for his blaster. He's got some nice black pants, sculpted to be all poofed out to the side, and some glossy boots. All in all, looks really cool, certainly reminiscent of what he wears in the movies. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpt. Head sculpt-wise, Krennic looks pretty decent, pretty standard Black Series fare. You can certainly tell who it's meant to be. Hair sculpted pretty nicely. The face sculpt is at least relatively accurate. The eyes are painted pretty well. All the detail is there to some extent, so there's no real complaints to be had. Let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, you get pretty standard Black Series fare. Ball peg in the head, that goes forward and back, side to side. Ball joint shoulders go in and out, forward and back. Hinge and rotation in the elbow. Hinge and rotation in the wrist. Get a ball peg in the waist so that pivots and rotates. Hips go in and out, forward and back. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. And hinge and pivoting in the ankles. So you should be able to get him into most of the poses you probably want to. Now let's go ahead and move on to some accessories. Accessories-wise, you get his blaster, which will fit in either of his hands. The sculpt and detail on it is pretty good. Certainly looks like a blaster. The paint works pretty meh. The handle has some brown on it, and the rest of it's sort of a matte gray. Obviously it could be done better, but it's pretty standard fare for Black Series weapons. And then you get his cape, which just drapes over his shoulders. It inhibits his shoulder articulation a little bit, but you can still have his arms coming out from underneath the cloak and stuff without it looking too bad. It's got some seams and some folds and stuff sculpted into it, so it looks pretty good, and I think it makes him look cooler to be wearing the cape, so I will probably be using it. You can do whatever you want. Let's go ahead and move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, you get your standard Black Series packaging, Star Wars Black Series, window there. Picture of Krennic down there at the bottom, Director Krennic, and warning labels and stuff. And on the back, you pretty much just get a description and some more warning type stuff and logos and things like that. As always, these are good for in or out of package display, so yeah, Director Krennic. Alright, that wraps it up for Krennic, so until next time, goodbye. Thanks for watching one of my videos. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like the video or subscribe if you would like to see my future content. If not, run away and never return. Also, feel free to support me on Patreon at patreon.com/vrreviews, follow me on Twitter at venomraptor09, or follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/vrreviews. Thank you, and goodbye.